All right, all right, all right, all right. So we're in the building right now. That, my friend, was the first rendition of Can I Box? And what we're showing is we're giving you guys the platform to do whatever it is that you want to do. And at the same time, we're making sure that we do our role and giving you the spotlight because a lot of you are wanting the box. So what we're going to do is make sure that we keep you front and center and that we keep you in mind. And we just ask that you take the time and follow the process and what we're doing. So, what we're wanting to do is give you the chance to speak and grade this. So, what we're going to do now, let me see, keep boxing alive. Let me see. Thank you for keeping boxing alive in this modern age. Yeah, you guys are the ones that's doing it. I just turn on the page. You guys come to the rescue, and that's what we do. So let me tell you what we're going to do with this episode here. What we do is take the fans who want to be seen and highlighted and even graded, because a lot of people stand in their living rooms or in their bathrooms or in their garages or at the gym and shadow box, and they want to know how to do it and if they're doing it right. So we gave you an opportunity with this new segment, and it's called Can I Box? And I can box because that's what I'm hearing. So when it comes to boxing, it's all about showing and not telling. So we got the platform here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grade. Here are the things that we're going to grade on each one of the judges' criteria to do this. Now, let me tell you who's qualified to do this. Anybody. Anyone can send in video footage. So there'll be a link in the comment box. That's where you drop your comments to go up to the website and submit so you can send it to us. So you'll be able to send it through Dropbox and we'll look at it. Everyone will have an opportunity to say if you made it, if you really have something. It's just like America's Got Talent, but we are all about that boxing life. So this is what we do in the School of Boxing. The difference is what we do in the School of Boxing, it's really graded, all the time. So criteria are this. So when you see this technique, you got to give me a 1 through 5 when you see it on the screen. Give them a 1 through 5. All right. 1 being not great at all. They need a much improvement. 5 being they're super. They might need to get to a real coach and a real gym. Skill set. After you're doing your technique, which is the manner in which all of the little temperaments and algorithms that it takes to throw the punch or defend or movement, that's your technique. How it looks. You following your 1, 2, 3s, ABCs. That's technique. Then your skill set. How you put it all together and made it into an actual visual. It's a project. You hand it in just like in school, right? That's how you do it. So that's how we're grading this. All right. So 1 through 5, 1 being you need a lot of improvement. You may not need the box. 5 being, you may be somebody to take serious. Execution, how it all came together and the way you followed through with all of it. And that's cohesively. All right. So this is going to be great. I'm looking forward to really shining. And the first guy that we have here, what we're going to do is we're going to replay this one. We're going to break it down in slow motion. Muscle memory, which is the things that happen naturally to you, the things that you've embedded in you, and it looks natural and you don't have to think or pause. These are the things that those fighters that you're watching and complaining about have to actually do, and they have to be responsible for this. So let's see how well you can really spot things out when you watch this thing. We're going to go in regular motion, and then we're going to go in fast motion, regular speed. Let me see. In confidence, the manner in which you execute your stuff, graded 1 through 5. So anything that we do, you got to put a 1 through 5 in there. So, kind of stay with us. And for people who do this and you do well, what we do is, and you can resubmit your video. What we do is we allow you to go into the School of Boxing. So we give you a full scholarship into the School of Boxing so that you can really learn and see the difference between watching it on YouTube or Facebook and being inside of a real institute of higher learning. So that's kind of it. I think things to correct is what we're going to watch. So let's take a second and check this out, man. I am pumped to see my man get it in. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to pause it before we get started. And you guys take a second and check in. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. It's always a pleasure to do business with you guys. So let's check it out really quick. Put this up and I'm going to get off the screen. All right. So you guys saw some things that hopefully you guys saw some of the things that he looks really sharp. He has great energy. And with that being said, it takes some serious stuff. Let me get a check in before we get going. Best Facebook page. We're trying to make it the best YouTube too as well. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, there's several videos that you can go down and you can go over there and click it. Master Boxing LLC. We try to do it. We try hard. It takes all of you to help and follow and back and make sure that we are doing the things that you are benefiting from. So let us know things that you need, or some of the tips that's helping you. And it's kind of what we do, man. We give you the things that you're telling us you need. So that's why it's important to comment. Some of you are just on the timeline, just hovering, ghost following. You don't benefit us at all. All right. It's your expertise and creation of the platform. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Let me see. Daryl Richardson. I think that's your name. Where you located? Once again, I'm glad we always get this question right now. Most people think we're a gym. We're not a gym. We're an institute of higher learning. We work with professional coaches, amateur coaches, trainers, and we are content providers. So what you're watching is content. You can order content that we provide, entire programs, books, the entire Savage package, all types of boxing and course format. And that's the people that get to come and have interaction inside of the institute itself. So thanks for asking that question and clearing so I could clear that up. Yo, what's up, Eric? I like your name, Eric Valencia. Cool. Good to meet you, man. YouTube's in the house. Same here, man. Good to meet you, champ. Tell me where you're from. Where's it at again? The link is down there. Look, you'll see a comment by Master Boxing, and Master Boxing, click that link and you can submit your videos. We want to watch you all, because what we're about to do right now is we're going to watch it in slow motion and then grade it. So this is the cool stuff right here. Watching from London, UK's in the building. Special shouts out, mate. And to the Hane brothers, special shouts out to you guys for messaging me and telling me about Costazu's son, who's boxing now. I have been up on him for a couple of months, a little while, but I do appreciate Sean Hane, who's the keeper of Jeff Horn. They are the brain trust for also Costa Zoo's son. And we will be looking out for those guys, brothers. So special shouts out to those guys. If you are a professional athlete and you need lawyers, guys who manage your stuff, the Hane brothers, pull them up out there in Aussie. They're doing big things. They're smart. They handle your business on another level. Special shouts out to Connecticut. Gizzy, what's up? I like your name, dude. Cool emoji. See, that's one thing. Cali's in the building. Cali and Southie. South Florida and Cali. Represent your place. What's up, Icy Mike? Let me see. Who else you got? Love your breakdown of different boxing styles. Yep, because it all merges and becomes one thing. And that's what we teach at the Institute of Higher Learning, how to utilize the science of boxing. There's a science, there's physiology, there's all of the things, neurological, what we call posit science. So that's the fitness of the brain for this stuff. Your motor skills have to operate. So, and then there are the things like the components of the brain that you have to use: frontal cortex, memory, short-term memory, longer-term memory, and then muscle memory. So, man, boxing is like going to school for a PhD. And the people in the Institute of Higher Learning will tell you that, formerly known as the School of Boxing, formerly known before that as Master Boxing Academy. And why do you continue to expand and change and rotate the name? It's not. It's growing into what the end game is, meaning you get to walk across the stage with your degree, just like you would if you were a surgeon. You deserve that right, because boxing is a serious sport. Anything that people can die, like when you're a doctor, people can die. You can die. So you need to be educated at the highest level. And that's what I'm sticking to it. That's my story. And I'm totally sticking to it. What's up, Emmanuel from Dallas? Daryl Richardson. I'm definitely subscribed to your YouTube and FB. Yeah, it's the lifetime of knowledge that's brought to a platform like all industry require nowadays. I'm in Raleigh. I'm formerly of Raleigh, North Carolina. Special shouts out to you. I hope you get out of there and come where the real stuff is down here in South Florida, brother, because it's a beautiful, amazing place. And special shouts out to you, and thank you for following us. Now we need to get you in the Institute so you can really learn this boxing. You seem like a smart young man. Peace, family from Boston. What's up, Boston? The tea party's in the house. Special shouts out to you, man. Everybody's chiming in. Could you direct me or provide more content for my 9-year-old or kid-friendly content? Oh, yeah. Go to the YouTube channel, and it's plenty. We have over 2,000 live videos. It's over 10,000 videos there, but only 2,000 are live. After next week, I think Tuesday, we're shutting most of the channel down. So it'll be maybe 100 videos up out of 2,000, out of 10,000. So make sure you get in line. If you really want to teach your child and help them, my requirement or my suggestion is to look into the School of Boxing. It's truly affordable. If you want to really do it the right way, if you don't want them to look like a lot of these people trying to YouTube train their kids, it's not the way to do it. You want to have a process, and that'll help him learn how to be a good student too. So, and you'll be able to play part in that. So I hope that helps you. Check us out, the School of Boxing. Someone will put the link in the description, and we look forward to having our people all the time. You know, we never take it light. Emmanuel from Dallas. Oh yeah. Ooh, Maples Boxing Gym. I'm familiar with that. Special shouts out to Maples Boxing. Let me see. How long have you been teaching boxing? Over about 30 years, you know, but been studying it for 40 plus. And I'm third generation. So, you know, with the DNA, well over 100 years of boxing knowledge, well over. And I'm very passionate. So even if I was only in it for 10 years, I'd be so ahead of the game because I'm so passionate. And I cover my entire life is about boxing 1000%. I walked it, I talked it, and I live it. So thanks. Great question. What is your favorite style of boxing? Boxing, because I merge all of the styles. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got legends that reach out to me and want me to control their organizations, because they like what I do. And they like the level of knowledge that I bring, from the Archie Moores, who basically has the strongest downline of boxers and has knocked out more men than any man on in the history of boxing or fighting at large at all. 141, you can look it up, world's record. Nobody's ever done more. So those type compliments, and it says basically what they think about me. The beautiful sport of boxing pays you forward whenever you do it right. So I'm going to take a break from check-ins right now. And so all styles of boxing merge into one, Gizzy. That's my answer. That's what we teach. We teach a style, which is the style is how you use all of these different wrinkles and how you learn and stuff. So let's check out this video, and it's going to be cool to watch this in slow motion. So you guys take a second. We're going to watch this in slow motion and make sure to weigh in what you think about this kid's skill. And we'll chop it up in 2 seconds. Let's see. Make sure I get up here. Work. Check out the smooth. Watch the composure. Remember the grading system. Look at how he's working. Steady movement. I'm going to pop myself off the screen. Boom. That is what I'm talking about. So that right there will give us a talking point. So what I noticed, if anyone else saw any of the things, what I'm going to do is critique what I saw right now. And the bottom line is, yeah, Archie Moore, the old mongoose. Special shouts out to Jay Marie. I'm not mad at you. I love you, Jay. It's just timing is everything. Timing is of the essence, and you have to stay and get in the plane and fly out from Vegas and holler at your boy. We want you here. Nothing less than a month. We got to get you here. That's Archie Moore's daughter, my girl, my sister from another. All right, quick question. What do you mean when you say like European style or Mexican style boxing? I hear it a lot, but can never find out a lot of information about it or what they mean. European style boxing is more upright boxing, like the Klitschko's. Klitschko's are from the Ukraine, so their style of boxing is very, very upright. Triple G is also from over the pond, but he uses more of a Mexican style. Canelo doesn't even really use a Mexican style. Chavez, plant your feet. And the Mexican style, they throw stiff, heavy punches, and Mexican style punches are mainly like this. So, and American style, the techniques is different. European style is very upright, jab heavy, right hand, right in your face. They do take more damage typically, but you see a lot of athletes leaning towards more Cuban and American style boxing. And when it comes down to how I've morphed the entire system or all of the styles to make it a system, because there has to be clarity and explanations to what each thing does. So what we call those are wrinkles that you add to your game so that you won't be caught out there on Quiz Street because you only use one method of boxing. If you're just a European style boxer, you have a lot of trouble with people who fight off their back feet. And if you are a straight Mexican style fighters, you have trouble with cuties. That's why Sugar Ray Leonard used the cutie style against Roberto Duran. Even though Roberto Duran is Panamanian, he is more of a Mexican style fighter. Plant your feet, throw solid combinations, and usually ending to the body. Mexican style fighting. So I hope that I was able to answer the question so it makes sense for you. And American style boxing, you see guys like Muhammad Ali, Willie Pep. You see a lot of different cutie style, Mayweather, Billy Shell, Peekaboo. All of these styles are morphed out of the USA. And that's kind of why the titles live in the USA. Tyson Fury is a world champion. He doesn't fight in the European style. He fights in an American style of boxing. So he understands because his boxing IQ is high. So to learn these type things, man, if you train, you reach out to a higher source. And that's kind of what you have to do. The School of Boxing. Links in the comment box for those of you who just want to inquire. Just ask and learn more about it. Don't just come signing up if you're not clear about what we do. We teach boxing to the people who are necessary for it's necessary to learn this sport, because we have to make sure that the name stays intact. Because from my lineage, I have to make sure that the name is intact, and that's what I'm doing. I go beat the street boxing gyms. Oh, okay. Beat the street boxing gym. Beautiful. That's good. It's good to know that, Gizzy. We gotta make sure we get a special shout out. Make sure you holler at some of the trainers and let them know about our channel, our page. That's for sure. We got to get them up here. So here we're gonna grade what we saw. Okay. Here's the adjustments by Eric Bradley, and that's me. For those of you who've never watched this channel, subscribe if you really, really, really are into quality learning, and that's what we're here to do. So let me tell you the holes that I witnessed inside of my young friend's game, and he sent a nice video, and the video definitely, I tested it on Instagram and it got a lot of love. I guess, I don't know, 1,200 1,300 likes, and that's equivalent to somewhere in the 17 18,000 views. Some of my videos do 500 600,000 views, so that's cool. But at the same time, it definitely showed me that this kid had a little something. But here are the things that he has to work on. And if you're in a boxing and you want to know that if someone's not telling you no, you're not learning it right, because there's no fighter in the world. I'm talking Errol Spence, Floyd Mayweather, Tyson Fury, none of those guys. They all hear no every time they try a skill, because there's so many layers to it. So with this, he had 5 holes. Really 6. I didn't put 1 because I kind of merged it as 1. And the thing about it is he poses after he throws his shot. So as you see this kid right here to my opposite side, he's posing. It looks like a shot. So after every shot he threw, that was his significant punch, which is the final punch, he would pose. And when you pose, you leave time for the opposition to counter you. And if you allowed yourself to get countered, that means you can easily go get put to sleep. And we don't want you sleeping on the job. Not in boxing. This is boxing. The next thing that we noticed that he was able to do consistently was when he did dip and throw his hook, it was a shovel hook. A shovel hook is a lengthy hook, arm extended fully, and it's a very slight bend in it, like a boomerang, where it needs to be bent, and boom, if you're going to be in close and your chin is going to be in the air and not off the line, you can't throw shovel hooks. That is an easy short right down the pipe, knock you down, and your lights are out. You don't want that. So you have to practice that muscle memory. You have to get that to a point where when you're throwing it, it's wrong and you can correct it instantly. You feel it. If it's not embedded in you, you won't feel it because you don't know. And that's why it's creating an athlete. It's like creating a robot, because there's so many things that have to talk. It's just like your computer. If your phone is low on juice, it's going to warn you. If your app's not updated, it won't operate right. Your Facebook, Instagram links, YouTube stuff just starts to go bananas. And that's because things are not synced. Same thing with boxing. Changing position. He was standing consistently in front of the bag, right? So that's one thing you can never do. You can never get used or conditioned to stand in front of the bag without moving. That's boxing 101. You're developing the habits of the reason why is if you start to get in a slugfest like Jamal Charlo of several weeks back, not Jamel, but Jamal Charlo, and you standing there, it's so conditioned in your muscle memory to stand in place and let the guy swing back. And that, my friend, is more European style boxing, more Mexican style boxing. Whereas you seen the guys from the European land, Klitschko even started using it when he fought Anthony Joshua. He started using more herky jerky, cutie style, American style boxing. And then when you start to see these athletes adopting the styles, what that's telling you is that these are the antidotes for a lot of issues that people are having. So with that, moving in, Canelo Alvarez has become a fluent American style Mexican fighter. Okay, using American style, cuties, Philly shell, peekaboo stuff, all of these things and little subtleties. Holler at your boy. We about that life. Then never leaning over your front toe. The reason why you don't do this is because whenever you get hit like that, you're totally exposed. It's so easy to be knocked out. And when your lights out, you fall flat on your face. You can just pull that up. Guy gets knocked out. Usually they're leaning forward when that happens. That's why the guy gets knocked unconscious or leaning straight back. One of the two. So that's why you never do that. You never condition yourself to stand there and throw punches at the bag. You always move around circles. That's why in our school we make sure that the first thing they see when they go into that portal is footwork, because you have to understand the footwork. Guys go in the gym, the first thing they do is pick up pads and start doing pads. That's not going to work. And so that's kind of what it is. So these guys here, let me see what I got up here. I got so many comments. I won't be able to get everybody, but keep leaving them because someone will be responding. If, namely myself and whoever else joins in, my other coaches will come in and answer questions. So leave your questions down there. Dale Richardson, since Logan Paul has got into these celeb matches, it seems like any idiot who can ball up a fist thinks they're boxers. Yeah. To me, it undermines the sport and work real boxers put in. But real boxers taking the fights are laughing all the way to the bank. Yeah, but it's also helping bring the UFC and boxing, the combat world together. So there's a silver lining in that cloud. Jake takes it serious. He just so happens to have become a master at social media, YouTubing, Twitter, Instagram. He's a social media mogul. He's a hard worker. And those are the characteristics that make a fighter. And I can tell you, when you working with BJ Flores was a former cruiserweight champion. Okay. So he was partners with Steve Cunningham, who I've had on the show a multitude of times. And special shouts out to Steve. We actually had him on the show right before the Triller fight the last time. And he gave us the down and dirty on everything that's happening. But BJ Flores is a real deal. He's a pure technician. All right. Whenever you are in a guy's training you like that, he's been training them for years. Don't let Jake Paul fool you. Jake Paul has been boxing for a pretty long time as far as the way he's doing it. He's all in with it. All right. He doubled down on not being abusing his body during his training camp, but he said he's going to have fun after the fight. But you can't fake that. So yeah, it's pulling the game of combat up into the upper echelons of the media. So now you're starting to see those conversations on ESPN a lot more and Fox News. So hey, something came out of it. Good deal. Thanks. Great question. Great statement. The next couple of things, he's leaning over his toe. And what we're going to do is show you a demonstration on how you throw the hook in drills to help you develop it. So I hope this all makes sense to you when I break it down as to you can't watch a video and do the skill. Just so you know, okay? I've been groomed by 2 Olympic coaches, and I'm a natural savage when it comes down to being driven by science and driven by technique and the nasty algorithm that you also must possess. And when you are doing these type of drills, you can't do a skill without the drill, because there has to be a method in which the muscle memory gets built into you, right? So you see a skill, you do a footwork move, but you're not doing the drills to develop that skill. So therefore, here's a drill to help you develop the skill. And then there's a drill to lead up to that once you start getting it and you don't have it. So check it out. If you want to ever become a master at boxing, you have to be a part of something that allows that. So let me take this banner off the screen and you guys take a look at this. Next, clip it, and hopefully you have a great takeaway from it. And don't take it light. Please don't take it light. It's a serious thing. This game of boxing takes no prisoners. Let me behind utilizing the rope gives you good rotation. The science behind utilizing the rope gives you good rotation. It teaches you how to rotate the body and transfer weight from one side of the body to the next, increasing the power of the punch by a lot. So it's important that you learn this skill, learn how to go up under the rope, rotate the body, turn. So what we're going to do is give you a demonstration on how it looks whenever you're executing a full drop and roll motion, coming up on the rope and creating rotation to increase the power of your punch and position you to defend against the punch as well. So we're going to take this, bend the knees, you see the legs, everything's set, the weight's here. So what you're going to do is come up here and rotate the body. Boom, take a step, pop. And you see I come up and I rotate the body here, and rotate back here, and rotate here, and here. Little short steps. Bam, pop, pop, and I'm here, 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 rotate, here, down, scoop up, rotate, boom, 2, 3, here, up, rotate, here, here, scoop, here, boom, 2, 3, bam, 1, 2, 3, bam, 1, 2, 3, boom, rotate. Then walk it out. Super important that you're in control. Now, how does it look when you're transitioning to throw the hook from using the rope drill? First thing you do is you master the science of keeping that posture, which is high guard. So you're also coming up and blocking their hook. Never hook with a hook. You dropping under. Come up. Block the hook, come back over. Block the hook, come back over. Block the hook, and come back over. That's the sequence. You take it all the way down, and then you come back. Doing the same thing. You run that 3 to 4 rounds, 90-second to 2-minute rounds. You just walk through it. You work on your power shots, keeping it consistent. Don't overthink it. Allow your flow and the rotation to take your game to the next level. Bam. See? Technique, drills, algorithm, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, fight mode, breaking the fight game down in so many different increments that it's over people's head that it really takes this much. So you must respect the guys who are up there doing it, because you just don't understand. And no, everybody doesn't have such an exceptional program, but it develops into exceptional programs. And you learn on the job, you figure things out, but that's what we are here. We're here to make the mistakes for you so you won't have the mistakes in your life. Special shouts out to Coach Glenn Hudson out in Arkansas, heading to the Nationals with his teams, won the regionals, won the local Golden Glove tournaments. And what we're doing is making sure that we throw down the hook to all of the guys, all of our coaches and trainers. Some of them, we've had over 20 coaches who had never coached before, trainers who never trained before, win Golden Gloves because we made the mistakes for them when I was growing up doing this thing. And we took that off of their plate, and they didn't have any experience as trainers. And having the roadmap the roadmap to success helps them out, how to manage things, what to look for, what to make sure you have, all of those details. That's what we teach in the School of Boxing. That's why it's the Institute of Higher Learning. It's not just cool YouTube videos. We're on an entirely different level. So make sure. Good. If Tyson Fury and AJ was to fight, how do you think the fight would go down and who would win? You just asked me two different questions. How would the fight go down and who would win? I think that's kind of saying the same thing. It's a very, very great fight. So stay around and we'll do the breakdown on that so you can really understand all of the things that has come into play already. Would you throw right hook when coming through the other side? And these are the questions that when you truly, and thank you for the question, James Cripps. See, when you have a program in front of you, like we try to show you, if you don't know that, then it's a very slim chance you don't know this. But my coaches, this is what they're learning. They're learning everything you don't know. And they're going to eat you guys alive. So you got to learn the right way. And you can when you understand the science of boxing, you can throw anything if you understand the algorithm in which to bend, the degree in which to throw the shot, and how not to get countered or prevent the counter. All right. So that question in the School of Boxing wouldn't even happen. And Jamie, it's a great question. We want to make sure you don't have that issue. So you make sure you reach out to us and you won't have those type questions, brother, because I see you right there behind. You got a boxing ring behind you. So you're training at a boxing gym or you're either a trainer. Understand our mission. Our mission is to prevent you from being inside of that gym without the idea of what to do or is it right or wrong. We don't have those type questions in the school because people have the information in front of them. They have the books, they have the video, they have the coach to ask the question if it does surface. But when you open up our portal online and that stuff comes down, it's going to take you off of your feet. It's going to blow your mind because no one expects an education for boxing to be that in depth and that detail and cover the basis and explain and teach you the language of boxing. So thank you for dropping that question. Make sure you reach out to us. Email us at support@masterboxingllc.com or just messenger the page and let us tell them that you talked to us on the show. We want to make sure that you get highlighted and open up. Here's my coach out in Canada, the School of Boxing, Coach Willett Boxing Club, Hawkesbury, Canada. Don't get it twisted. The higher technicians are coming out of Canada with my man, Coach Steve Willits, coming into the game to take whatever athlete that come in front of them to a level that they never expected, the kind of level that you only dream of being in. So special shouts out to you, brother. TSOB is in the house. Welcome, brother. It's good to see you. Looking forward to chopping it up with you guys next Tuesday too. I scheduled a stream for our group this week, and the freaking Be Live stream didn't come through. So I'm like, nobody's liked it. So of course it takes a lot to do all of that. So we're gonna do it on Tuesday. So be ready, brother. I'm looking forward to chopping it up with you. Message delivered. Thanks. You're welcome, champ. Let me see. Uganda's in the building. What's going on, Uganda? Special shouts out to Uganda. Toronto in the building. Coach Steve, you got Yusuf is in the building. Uganda and Canada and Toronto and Hawkesbury is in the house. So now the last call of duty that we have here is for you all. The demo. I want to know if you guys answer the question: can he box? What was your takeaway from the video? Could he box? Does he deserve a scholarship? And check it out. He's throwing those hands. You let me know if you feel like he can box. It's frozen up. It's good. That's all we needed to see. Can he box? The first 5 answers will allow this guy, he'll win power hands. He'll also win the scholarship to come into the school and learn some things and to take what he's doing to an obscene level. And trust me, you mess around with me, you'll be wearing some serious straps. That's all I can tell you. These guys, Coach Steve Willis out here in Hawkesbury, Coach Glenn Hudson, Coach Eric Kolazar. We got Coach Fleming Larson out here in Denmark. Special shouts out to you guys, all of my brothers who do it and do it on another level. Coach Calvin, my man Calvin Sneed out here in Virginia, doing it big. So make sure you go out there and check my boys out. I'll need them all on my feed. So make sure you guys all do the thing, man. That's all I got for right now. I want you to tune in next week. Send in your videos. Make sure you check us out. Next week will be Tracy Belter Moments. At Tracy Belter Moments. She's going to be working on body shots. Matter of fact, my friend Jamie, right hooks. So check it out. We're going to see if Tracy can box. See you soon. Be blessed. Remember, check us out online, theschoolofboxing.com. We're trying to make sure we help you understand boxing on an entirely different level. Peace. Till next week.